Hello, everybody, and welcome to Solans Radio Talk. I'm your host, Solan, and today we'll be focusing mainly on answering some of the questions I've got going on. So today I got a bunch of questions, like a lot of questions. So what happened was a while back I asked you guys to send me that if you needed anything, just send me questions. I informed you guys of that. I'm sorry, that's what I meant to say. And boy, did you. You sent me a lot to work with, but that's okay. That's okay. I like answering your questions, but here's the thing. I want to get to them all, but I can't get to them all. Unless I devise a plan where I answer one show full of questions a week. It'll take a few years to get through all the questions you guys have sent me, but please, for the love of what's left of my sanity, do not send me any more questions. I have got too many. So the first question I received and I wanted to talk about a little was by a, what does it say? Renew. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's Renew. I don't know what that is. Anyway, Renew asks, which song that you've played on your radio show is your favorite? And I gotta say that is a very tough one. Renew, to my answer to that is that I don't have a favorite. They're all so very, very good. I don't have a favorite song, and I probably never will. So, the next question is by Jonna. Okay. Jonna asks, when is Marceline coming back? She's not. Marceline and I parted ways. And we're not getting back together to do a radio show except for on maybe incredibly rare occasions. But that's about it. You know, that's all we're doing. And I don't think we're going anywhere anytime soon. So sorry, I'm playing with a fan I bought. I'm just going to put that down. So the next one, says, Dear Solan, do you ever have to take meds? Yes, I do. I have a shot I get once a month, a medical shot, for Invega once a month, but that's it. And believe me, it really helps. Dear Solan, this next one is from a person named oh God, I don't know how to pronounce that. It is in a language I do not recognize, so shit. Moving right along. I'm just going to call this person anonymous because I do not know how to pronounce their name. I am so sorry. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. So, this person asks, Dear Solan, how do you have the courage to get up in front of millions of people? Well, For one thing, it really helps that I can't really see you guys. Another is that you guys, you mean a lot to me. You guys legitimately mean so much to me, it's not even funny. Like, you guys don't even know. And I am honestly very proud to do this. But that doesn't answer his questions. To be honest, what I do is right before I get on, I take 10 deep breaths because it, as stated in Rock of Ages, it helps soothe the nerves. You know, I take about 10 really deep breaths, try not to yawn in the process, well, depending on when I make it, depending on when the show comes out, and say that, and just tell myself I can do this. And I'll admit I am afraid to do this, but it's not really. But the first time, in my opinion, the first time you get up on stage is the worst. It is the most nerve-wracking because you feel it's all that stuff. You feel like you're gonna screw up, and if you are good, you do great. If not, well, you always have something to fall back on, but you should never give up. Like the song 2 Steps from Hell is named Never Give Up on Your Dreams. Dear Solon, I am such a big fan of the show. Have you ever thought about hosting a panel in Seattle? Now, here's the thing. I have been wanting to talk a little bit about that. I just didn't know when was the right time to let you guys know. I can't, guys. I can't go on tours like people like Markiplier can, because I can't do that because of the fact I don't have money, you know. I don't have enough money to go on tours, set up tours, hire staff, you know. I don't have enough money to do that, and I know from what I hear, from what I've seen via my email, I have a pretty big fan base, but I don't have the money to go on tour. It's not that I don't want to do something, it's that I can't afford it. This next one says, Dear Solon, what is the stupidest thing you've ever done and the harshest punishment you've ever received? Oh, God. I think this might have to be the last question because there is a story to this. Okay, story time. So, the stupidest thing I ever did was, the meanest thing I ever did. Because the stupidest thing was also the meanest thing. It was stupid because it was really mean and irresponsible. But I was a little kid, so. There was this one time when I was a little kid, my bully invited me over to his birthday party, but we had to bring some kind of sweet. So I baked chocolate chip cookies. The chocolate I used was a laxatives. And I put it in. I put like 2 whole big boxes of laxatives in the batter and mixed it around. I didn't eat a single cookie, mainly because they wouldn't let me, but also because I wouldn't have ate it anyway. And I didn't let anyone else eat it either. What I did was I brought the cookies to my bully's house for his birthday. I think you can imagine. I don't think I need to describe it. I think you can imagine what happened afterwards. Oh, God. I got home, and that was the first time I was ever grounded. I was grounded to my bed for a month. And I got yelled at extensively for like 2 hours. But you know what? To see the look on their faces when they realized after they ate the cookies and when they realized what they had eaten was priceless. It was so worth it. But yeah, that is the stupidest thing I've ever done, because in a way it was really smart and really clever. But it was stupid because it was really mean, and it was really, really cruel, mean, and irresponsible of me. And to this day, I kind of have a little bit of regret in that. And it was, but it is something that I will never forget. Okay. Let's wrap this up. Short questions only. Okay. Dear Solon, what's your favorite kind of sweet? This one is asked by a George. Well, George... Oh, God, that's a tough one. I don't know that I have a favorite kind of... That's not true. That isn't true. German chocolate cake is sinful. And, like, a slice of German chocolate cake is sinful to me, but it's my favorite. Or black cherry ice cream. Dear Solon, what do you want to do for your 20th birthday? I was talking about this earlier today with a friend of mine, actually. One thing I would love to do is I would love to do one of these two things. Go skydiving, extreme skydiving, or deep sea diving. I'd like to do one of the two. I don't know which one, but I would like to do one of the two. Says, Dear Solon, did you ever have a pet that you held above all the rest? No. I've never had... Actually, no, I lied. That's not true. There was one who was with me from the time I was an infant to the time I was about 14. Her name was Sunny. She was my granddoggy. Yes, she was my granddoggy. She would literally clean me, and any time my grandma would go to, change me, my grandma or aunt would go to change me, she just look up and, glare at him and growl, and it was like, hey, don't touch my pup, you know? Okay. Final two questions. Dear Solon, do you prefer... Okay, skip. Yeah, that one's sexually orientated, and this is a family show right now. So I'm not answering that one. Dear Solon, do you prefer honey buns or nutty bars? Honey buns, in a long shot. I've got both of them here, but I prefer sticky buns to nutty bars. Dear Solon, what kind of dish soap would you recommend for a dishwasher? Ultra Shine stuff you can get from the Dollar Tree really works. It works really well, and yeah, that kind of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, paint your circles like a diamond and paint it with many, many colors. I will see you next week.